Hey, what's going on, everybody? Marty here with Comic Book Fanatics. Guys, this box right here holds a personal grail for me, and you already know what it is just by the title of this video, but I'm not even going to get into much more of an intro because I'm absolutely stoked about this and I want to get this box open. I got this from an auction off of eBay, and I've been looking for this book for years now. Years, I mean years. And I finally saw an auction online that I wanted to go for on this one. And guys, I'm very excited about this. So let's see what we got in here. So there's box within box. So they did a really great job of packing this one. And it's not just the Vampirella that I auctioned for. It was quite a few books of Vampirella, and I just kind of went crazy on this one. To be honest with you, I sold my Doctor Doom Sideshow Premium Format figure, and so I was able to actually buy this book with the with what I got from selling that. And I will tell you guys, this is really exciting for me. I couldn't be any more stoked to be able to have this. So I'm going to assume that this is the Vampirella #1 right here, because yep, issue #1, and they did a really good job of just wrapping this. So whoever sold this to me, I really appreciate that. This is very well wrapped up and taken care of. So Vampirella #1 was released out in 1969 by Warren Publishing, and this is the very first book. And I saw this and I said, wow, look, this is just really heavy cardboard. And I said, man, that's a beautiful copy. I won it for I'm gonna say about a little over $270. I usually don't say what I win things for, but I was actually, with what I bought, with what I sold the Doctor Doom statues for, I was willing to go up to $400, because just this book alone, graded, depending on what the grade is, goes well over sometimes $600 to $700, man. And this is a beautiful copy of this. Hold on, let me pan this down, that way you guys can see. Okay, here it is. And of course it's not a mint condition book, but it's very rare to find a mint condition book and for the price that I paid for this. There's a little bit of course nicks right there, but when I look for these older books, and especially if I'm going to pay a good chunk of change for it, I always like to look at the edges of the books, make sure there's no types of fold or any type of tears or anything like that. And this is really nice. There's, like I said, there's a little bit of nicking going on right there. I'm actually going to get this sent in to get pressed to CGC and slabbed. And I think with the pressing, it should be able to take some of these imperfections out. There's not much though, man. I mean, look at this. This is a gorgeous book. Let's take a look at the back here. Oh man, look at that. Even the back on this is really nice. Let's open this up a little bit. It's a little bit of tanning, but the staples are intact. White, I want to say this is white, a little bit off-white, but this is like almost white pages right here. Look at this. Wow. And when I buy a book like this, and I recommend this to everybody, when you get your book, just kind of take a look at the inside as well. Make sure all the pages are there, make sure the pages aren't torn anywhere. Make sure that there's no coloring, like, you know, maybe a kid might have colored on the inside or something like that. I recommend doing that to all your books, because, you know, unfortunately, sometimes when people sell on eBay, they don't actually really tell you everything that's going on in the books. And if you're not satisfied with it, you can always reach out to them and say, hey, this book is messed up, but I'm telling you guys, look at this. I'm very, very happy with this. Very, very happy. And I did not think that I would own this in my collection for quite some time, because it's such an expensive book. When you get to conventions and everything, it's so hard to find. And when you find one, even graded at a 5.0, they're trying to charge you $500-600 for this, man. But look at this book, a little over $270 something. Look at the cover on this. It's beautiful, intact, story's intact, the inside's intact. Guys, I am absolutely thrilled. I'm very, very happy now. Vampirella original #1 by Warren Warren Publishing. The cover's done by Frank Frazetta. You guys might be very familiar with Frank Frazetta. He is the one that did The Death Dealer. Very iconic, very popular drawing of I guess a knight on a horse. But you know, once you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But my God, I am so from 50 cents to, oh my God, $270 something. Man, it just blows my freaking mind, guys. Oh wow, this is gonna go in magazine Mylar, and I'm gonna send this one in with my Savage Sword of Conan the Barbarian #1 to get pressed and graded on CGC, and I'm gonna preserve this book. I'm speechless. I'm just absolutely speechless. Wow! Yes! 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 Oh, golly! Man, I am freaking happy. Once I put that in Mylar, it's gonna look gorgeous. It's gonna look gorgeous. I'm gonna take a picture of that bad boy. I'm gonna post it on all my social media platforms. Yes, I am so happy with this book. Like I said, with the pressing, it would get this out right over here. And it's not even, these aren't really even bad creases. A press will get this out with no problem. But look, I mean, my God. Look at it this way too. Look at this. There's basically nothing wrong with this book, except for that it's old and it's got a little bit of nicks on the spine. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the rest of the Vampirellas, because I can sit here and linger on this forever. But hold on. Let me go ahead and put this somewhere so it doesn't get damaged until I put this in Mylar. And with the rest of the boxes are just like, as I mentioned, our other Vampirellas. This guy was just auctioning almost an entire run of Vampirella except for the key issues. Unfortunately, I did not get the very last issue of Vampirella, but no worries. I'm not so concerned about that. I was just happy with just getting #1. Okay, so these guys did a really good job with the packaging. I will tell you, I'm very happy with how this came and how they just separated #1 from the rest of the books and put it in something nice and strong, and even how they cared for this one as well. So okay, so let's take a look at what we got here of my winnings for Vampirella. I got 2 of these boxes to go through, so let's do it like this. Vampirella #40. God, look at these. Wow, these are great condition. #32. You guys can see that okay? Let me center this a little bit. #35. #39. 38, 36. It's not a very good cover, but I'm not overly concerned about number 36. I'm just happy to have these in my collection. 37. Here's a gorgeous cover. 34. 33. 29. Number 25. Number 26. Look at these covers, man. They're just so gorgeous. 23. Number 24. 21. This issue, special 8-page. Number 22. That's a little bit of damage on that one, but no biggie. That's 27. It's not number 1, so I don't care. But even then, for these magazines that came out in the 70s, you know, I mean, you come on, you can't beat that. Look at that. Number 7. Number 6. Come on out there, boy. Number 9. Number 10. And this one's number 8. I have number 2, by the way. I don't know. I did a video a while back of when I bought number 2, but I do have number 2. I couldn't afford number 1 at the time, so I ended up buying number 2, which is, of course, the next best thing, right? But let me go ahead and open this box, and then I'll show you guys my other winnings on this auction on this. And I grew up to a lot of this because my father collected Vampirella, and he collected eerie and creepy magazines and all those books like that. So I grew up reading those before I actually read comic books, Spider-Man's, because he had these. And I will tell you, man, it's very nostalgic for me to be able to have these books again. Unfortunately, I did not inherit these from him because where we were living at the time, it was in the Philippines, Clark Air Base, and it was the Clark Air Base at the time. And unfortunately, he lost a lot of things. My parents lost a lot of things in the volcano, the Mount Pinatubo eruption. So they lost their home. They lost everything that they had accumulated and worked hard for, like everybody else. And unfortunately, his collection of magazines and comic books were lost during that as well. Okay, so that's 81 right there, the one on the bottom. This one is, I cannot see, I don't have my glasses on. It says, oh geez, anyways, let's go. 84. Oh, this is a beautiful cover. Look at this one. 83. 85. 86. And these white covers like this, of course, you see some of these get some stainings on it. It's hard to get a good book like that doesn't have those type of imperfections. 88. Oh my goodness, this one right here is a gorgeous cover. Look at that. Wow. Number 90. 89. 70. Oh wow, look at this one. 69. 68. Oh, look at this. That almost looks like a cosplay cover, but it's not. I don't think it is. 67. 66. 65. 63. 64. 61. 62. 60. 57. 54. 55. Wow, look at those. 52. 53. It's a very popular cover, by the way. 56. Sorry, the camera died. As I said, 58. And last one I have is number 59. Oh, look at that, guys. Wow. So happy. Let's bring this one back right here. Oh, number 1. Oh, man. Good Lord, I'm so stoked. It's amazing to be able to have something like this. Like I said, it's a personal grail of mine. This one, along with Savage Sword of Conan, number 1, which I have, that's a personal grail of mine as well. And to be able to have this, man, it's just mind-blowing to me. And you guys who collect comic books, you collect things, you guys know what I mean. To have something that you've been after for a very long time, and then to finally find it in a condition that you wanted, really, you know, to be in not near perfect, not necessarily near perfect, but a good enough condition where you're happy with. I mean, not just accepting, but happy with. And this definitely is the book that I'm absolutely happy with. And like I said, a press is going to get that out right there. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to speculate to what the grade is on this book, because I don't even want... I wouldn't be disappointed, to be honest, if it came back a 5 or a 6. I'm assuming a higher grade, but just the condition of this book, and even with the press, hey, I'm happy to have it. That's all that matters, and I'm happy to have it in a condition that I am extremely, extremely pleased with, okay? So there it is. Thank you very much for watching. I know I sounded like a babbling freaking fanboy, but you know how it is to be like that when in getting something that you want. So thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna put all of these bad boys in some magazine Mylars right now. I'm gonna eventually get Vampirella and Savage Sword of Conan sent down to CGC for a press and getting it slabbed. And when it gets back, I'll do another video of that, of what it came back with the grade and the encapsulated and everything. So there it is. Thanks a lot, everybody. Marty here with Comic Book Fanatics. Thank you very, very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I am going to go enjoy my spoils. Thank you, guys.